Welcome back, channel viewers. We have an exciting project to go over today. For this one, we're heading back to Base Chain. It's brand new. The coin started trading only 24 hours ago. It's at a low market cap level, and they have some pretty good influencers lined up in the pipeline to start covering this project. So you're going to hear about it much more over the coming days, especially, but you are hearing about it first, basically, from me, so the timing couldn't be more perfect. Additionally, the narrative, this meme coin, is based on a hugely internationally popular Japanese anime comic book strip and character. Really cool. Wait till you hear more about it. Very experienced team, high quality memes, good Twitter game. There's a charity element as well. So without further ado, it's a promotional project. It is called Bonds on Base. As you can see, there are dog elements to this meme coin. There are Japanese anime elements. There are base chain elements. Here's the bond chart. It's been trading for a day. As mentioned, it's about 100K market cap, low cap. Now, as for the base chain elements, so base low caps were hot about a month or two ago. Then the last couple weeks, it kind of switched back over to Solana, but then in the last few days, Solana low caps have only been performing so-so, some good, some not so good. So now the tide is turning back towards true and tested base chain and the low caps on it. Now, before we get into the price action, let me just show you the influencers that it certainly appears are going to start covering this coin. So if you go to the Bond Twitter page, it's brand new, it was just created this month, and then go to the mutual follows. So here's a bunch of other influencers that just started following the Bond page today or yesterday. We have Christina D'Almeida, Crypto RJ. They cover a lot of the same projects as me, both high quality KOLs. Give them a follow. It almost certainly seems like they'll be covering Bond very soon. And then Rashawn Silva as well. So Rashawn has a big YouTube following especially, and then Rashawn Silva, he has been retweeted by the Bond team, so it almost certainly seems like he'll be dropping a Bond video today, tomorrow at the latest. And then there's Finance Freeman. So if you go to his profile, he's big on both Twitter and YouTube. He put up this tweet 2 hours ago earlier today. I found the next major meme coin runner on Base. Comment the ticker. Let's see if you are early as well. And then he hints at doing an AMA with this project team on Friday. Then you go to the comments. It certainly looks like he is talking about the one and only Bond on Base. So why am I showing you all this stuff? Because Bond, it just launched at 100K. 4 major influencers, that I'm the 5th, are going to be covering this project, it certainly seems. So the chart can pretty much only go up from here once everyone else starts hearing about the project through these KOLs particularly. Now let's check out the Bond price chart in a little bit more detail. And it actually looks like in the last half an hour, we have some pretty big green candles right here. I mean, big relatively, but the market cap has gone up from 110,000 to just about $150,000 currently. It looks like we have about an $800 buy, we got a $300 buy, $200 buy, $330 buy, etc. So people are starting to slowly find out about this project. And, you know, it's only been trading for 24 hours, but this is about as good a chart as you can possibly get. Literally higher highs and higher lows every single hour of the last day. What else do we have here? 0% buy tax, 0% sell tax, coming up on the 200 holder count. That's pretty good. Decent liquidity, $17,000. That's about a 8-to-1 or 9-to-1 market cap to liquidity ratio. The average is 10-to-1, so that's right about in line with average, if not a tiny bit more liquidity than normal. Pretty decent 24-hour volume, $35,000. That's more than I'd expect for 150K market cap coin. So you combine the good liquidity with the high volume, and then you can slip in trades for $700-800 and build up a position of a couple $1,000s and not really push the price of the coin up too much. As for exchanges, you can buy Bond on Uniswap, as that is the DEX for base chain coins, maybe some centralized exchanges in the future for Bond, we shall see. And the token's history, so prior to like officially launching 24 hours ago, they were launched on the Creative Meme Launchpad, otherwise known as the CME Launchpad. You need to have a $75,000 market cap to graduate off of that, which is what they did. Now, and the Creative Meme team will be continuing to help the Bond project gain traction even after graduating from their launchpad, as evidenced by this tweet earlier today from the CME team. So that is what you like to say, long-term involvement. Now let's check out the Bond project website. Links will be at the bottom in the video description area as usual. Meet Bond Forger. Bond can see the future, and it is bullish. The precognitive pub from Spy Family is here to lead the base ecosystem. He is big, he's fluffy, and he is ready to predict the next pump. So at this point, you're either thinking, what the hell is Spy Family? Or you're thinking, I love Spy Family. That is my favorite anime series ever. Well, for those of you who aren't in the know, it is one of the most successful Japanese anime series shows in history. It has 16 total volumes or seasons, whatever you want to call it. It's relatively new. It's been running on their website and their app since 2019. And then the anime TV series has only been going on since 2022. And all in all, Spy Family has sold over 38 million copies. That makes it one of the best-selling manga anime series in history. Now, there are a bunch of different characters in Spy Family, but probably the best character of all is Bond. That's this project, who it's based off of. He is a Great Pyrenees dog that is taken in by the main family in the show. Moving back to the project website, there is Bond with his human family that he protects. Moving down here, we get more specifically the story of Bond. So he's the dog again. He was subject 8 of something called Project Apple, a top secret government program for super intelligent animals. So he's like a whiz kid animal. And his super intelligence is that he could see a few seconds into the future. So the government program, they wanted him to, like, if somebody was going to get hit by a train, blood and guts would be everywhere. It would be his job to stop that from happening, pull the person out of the way, because he could see what was going to happen before it actually happened. The problem was it was just so much pressure on him. The burden of recognition got to him. He honestly became a failed part of Project Apple. He was kicked out of that top secret government program, but that's when Anya came to save the day. That is Anya. She is the daughter of the human family. She took him in. He became the family protector. He kind of got his groove back. So he saved somebody in the family from an explosion. He saved Anya from kidnappers. He warned forgers of the dangers long before they realized what was happening. And now that brings us to present day. And Bond, what he sees in the future now is the rise of base chain and low cap meme coins on it, like Bond on base. And he just wants to help people make money, join a community, have fun, and be successful in crypto. And we go back up to this part of the website. It just shows how successful this series has been. 35 million copies. Remember, it's actually 38 million if you have been sold since then. It's a top 3 anime in Japan for its season 1, top 3. And it's a top 10 global anime for the year 2022 to 2023. 80 total chapters on 16 volumes have been produced. Their Twitter page has 630,000 followers, and then the Bond-specific Twitter page has 1.4 million followers. So there is already a huge, huge following. And as mentioned, there is a charity element to this project. More specifically, a portion of all community-driven initiatives will support dog charities, rescue shelters, and organizations that care for abandoned or mistreated animals. So by joining this project, you can give hope to dogs who have never been given a voice. That is pretty cool. Let's move down here. Total token supply, 1 billion tokens for even calculation. The liquidity protocol is locked. 50% of the total supply goes to the team, 0% buy tax, 0% sell tax. Meme gallery, here is Bond riding that trademark crypto bull. Here he is fighting against a bear. Here he is just inflicting destruction on the streets of Tokyo. He's studying the charts, and then he's just cuddling up next to Anya, helping her with her homework, eating some pie with her, some dessert. Let's check out the project Twitter page. So again, it just launched yesterday, so they only have 22 tweets, but in a 24-hour period, that's actually pretty good. Now here's some video content from the actual show. It's in Japanese, but just to kind of give you a feel of the show's style, give it a listen. So anyways, even though it's in another language, you get the sense that you get the feel. Anya and Bond are very protective of each other, and they are attached at the hip. Here they are cuddling with each other under the base moon, saying hi to an anime dragon. That's some pretty damn cool art right there. Here's Anya riding Bond in the snowy base-filled mountains, saying good morning to the community. Here's Anya and Bond getting a little frustrated on a red day in the charts, but then getting excited and then celebrating the green days. And then down here we have a bunch of other Base chain influencers who are already covering this project regularly, even though it's only been a day. We have Arlo.base. He's been doing a bunch of tweets. We have Jotham Base. I've done a bunch of the same projects as him. And that is it for Bond on Base. So what do I like about this project? Well, the narrative's great. It has dogs in it. It has Japanese anime. Anime meme coins have done very well in the past, and there hasn't been one, to the best of my knowledge, based on Spy Family or Bond the dog. So that's bullish. And anime is huge in Asian cultures mostly, keep in mind, which is where crypto volumes, trading volumes are the biggest. So this project really is going to be a hit with the retail crowd. I think I like the base chain element. That, as you know, if you watch my channel, it's my #1 most favorite chain. I like how projects tend to be very successful on it. I like the other influencers that appear to be involved in this project already, and obviously the market cap level is at a great risk-reward ratio currently. You could argue it can't really go down that much. We shall see. You obviously always do your own due diligence yourself. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. I will be back later with a new video. BTCC signing out. Catch you later.